So the guide kind of runs through things that you need. So first of all, we talk about, obviously, I would suggest if you're going to record your video, use your smartphone because it's easy technology you've got to hand. And we talk about sound, so it's like what to use to kind of get the best sound from your smartphone. Talk also a little bit about lighting, so you need to kind of be really aware when you're going to be recording inside or indoors, or you're going to be outside. You need to think about the lighting. So one of the suggestions in the guide is by using like a natural light if you're going to be recording during the day. So you'll want to be facing the window and then have your phone. So you've got window here and then have your phone, and then you'll be kind of looking at your phone with the window behind you. It's a really nice idea for your natural light. So that's like a top tip for your light. And if you're going to be outside, again, it's just making sure that you're not kind of a lot of kind of shadows around you. Kind of skip past the microphone bit there. The guide kind of gives you a suggestion, either using the headbuds. We've had a conversation about, I think my headbuds are on its little way out. So find headbuds that are going to be working. But I've also got an idea of a clip-on mic that you can just plug into your smartphone, which is really, really good to kind of build up the sound and make the sound really clear for your audience. And because, like, I hope everybody can hear me okay, but I always say that sound is the most important, because if people aren't listening to or aren't able to hear your sound, then it could be a kind of a way that they would just close down the video. So it is important to have good sound. I'm saying that and I hope my sound's working today. So there's links.
We can hear you loud and clear, Sandra, so don't worry about that. Yes.
That's fine. Yeah. So there's little links into if you want to hold that microphone, and people that are going through the course are also trying that out, so it's really good. The guide also talks about the background. So in my background in my office, I have this nice kind of image here, kind of suits my style because I like flowers, I like butterflies, and I like anything with kind of nice text on it. So it talks about kind of if you're going to be filming from your practice room, think about something that's going to kind of represent who you are and what people will kind of get a sense of when they come to your practice. And even if you're doing online counselling, it's having a think about, do you want to do your video in a way that will show the potential client where you would be sitting, and kind of have that environment. So it kind of talks about that. A little handy tip is also to get a little tripod for your camera, for your phone. Sometimes your phone can be wobbling, or if you're getting a friend to do the phone. So I suggest a nice little tripod, which is what my camera is sitting on just now. My webcam, and also in the guide is a little link to where you can get that little tripod. When we go through the course, we talk about the reasons for having these bits of equipment. So they're small bits of your phone, your microphone, your tripod, but it does make all the difference. You're not recording a kind of full-blown professional video, but you do want it to be as kind of nice and neat and clear as you can. So I'll put the little guide in the resource guide that's with this event, and it's also going to be uploaded on my website as well. So, but it is really helpful even just to start thinking, oh right, I have those things. I've got a phone, I've got my earbuds. If you don't have the tripod, you might either go and get it, or you might then be thinking, right, I need my phone to be somewhere steady. And it's just having that process to start off with is a really nice way to then shift into the mindset of, I'm not now worried about the technology, I'm not going and looking for a big fancy camera or something. And then it's the next step. So people have been finding that guide really helpful, just to kind of gather ideas of the simple technology to use, and then to kind of then get into the mindset and work out the confidence kind of.
Yeah, I think that's a great resource, and it is part of the course, but you're saying it's free for colleagues too. Colleagues don't need to come on the course to have that. Yeah. I guess you could also post the link in the Facebook chat that's around this video that will be up for a while. So if anybody is watching live on Facebook, I guess the link will go in there too, which would be great. Yeah. And I'm just not as skilled at all this multitasking as you are, Sandra. And I can see Maggie's left some comments about being imperfectly perfect. So sorry to miss that, Maggie. And if I've missed anybody else, I'm sorry. I'm just not as effective as Sandra is at this at this work. So thank you everybody who's participated and been typing. Yeah. Yeah.
What I'll also do is I'll jump into the sorry. I was going to say I'll jump into the Facebook post, and if there's any comments on there as well, I'll kind of reply on there. So
that's great, Sandra. Thank you. That's great. When does the next cohort begin? Because that's also worth colleagues knowing.
Yes. So I wrote that down because I knew that, what our memory is like, and it's like, right. So we're going to restart the course on there's 2 courses running or coming up to start running. So it'll be the 10th of September.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the next one. So if you're kind of thinking on getting into after the holidays and you want to do something a bit different for your website, for your social media, then come along and start on that one in September. And then we'll also be starting another one on the 1st of October. Now it might be have I frozen?
You have, but I can still hear you, Sandra, so hopefully your video will catch up with your audio.
Sorry, here I am back. I think I just froze there. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Do you hear me, Sandra?
Yes, I can hear you. Sorry. So we've got the 10th of September and the 1st of October. But also just to say that the courses there's only 4 people on each course. And in that way, it kind of gives me the opportunity to have really personal, they're one-to-one coaching sessions after we've done the first group coaching session. And then it's 3 one-to-one sessions with myself, and then another one if we need it. So it's not like a huge of people that are on each course, but I'm going to be running them kind of periodically. So if you want to get on one of the courses, then I'll also share the website where you can kind of go and book. So it's a small course, but it really allows then for that nice interaction with each other to be there. Yeah.